Hi, my name's Talcon Quinn. My grandparents didn't really support the idea of like me learning herbalism or using herbalism or even like eating poke salad or eating dandelions or gathering red clover. But my grandparents didn't really encourage that because they were working so hard to get out of that Appalachian poverty. But my herbalism, I definitely resonate with that being Appalachian, with like hunting for golden seal, using that as medicine for myself. I don't really collect enough to sell it because I recognize it as a protected plant. This tincture is Oregon graperoot, which is a plant I fell in love with because it's awesome medicine. It's in the berberis family, which is the same family that golden seal's in. It's an antibiotic. It's a liver stimulant. Like it cleanses your liver, purifies your liver. Buying this rather than harvesting this much golden seal, because I'll go out to Oregon soon and I'll harvest another quart's worth. And I imagine by the end of the year I'll go through it. Folks really like it for colds and flus. I like to take it if someone has to take antibiotics. I think it's really good to take this with it. It makes the antibiotics work better. So this is dried root. It's actually kind of more like an underground stem that I soaked in vodka. Some herbalists really like to use pure grain, like highest alcohol content that they can. I personally like to use vodka when I can because a lot of plants have constituents that come out more in water, and then they have some that come out in alcohol. Oregon grape has both. And I like the flavor of vodka a lot more. It's been soaking for at least 6 weeks, if not longer. And new moon December. And I'm pressing it today because it's the full moon and the eclipse. I wanted it to go through the lunar eclipse. I don't know. I mean, things like that I just think make it a little bit more fun and memorable. Remember the times of like sitting out of pressing it, and I think having those memories with medicine and the intentions with the medicine make them work a lot better. This funnel and the strainer were my great-grandmother's. Okay. But I start always at the tail and then slowly go around. Stretch it out as best I can so it can dry pretty flat. And then I can roll it up and store it for later when I'm ready to do the next stages of tanning. I go out and skin deer for a game processor. These two really sweet old timers. Like, got it, cool. And this whole making thing, because sometimes it seems pointless. Like, why do we need pretty earrings? Like, who needs pretty earrings? Like, why do we need to look beautiful? Like, that seems like such a, it just doesn't, it's not like the core of essence of like what things are, but it's fun. Like, we like to look beautiful. We like to wear pretty things. And there's something in the art of making that, like, there's something about me and my spirit and my healing that I think that's when it gets to come out. And I'm hoping I can figure out a way that with like online sales it will get to come out. I have no idea how that's going to work. But what I do see is that when I sell to a person, when we have that interaction, there's something about just being in my booth, being around the smell of smoke, the natural materials, like feeling a deer hoof where it like, you're like, oh, this like, you can feel the roughness. Like you can feel it, this like animal like ran through dirt and mud and sticks and stones and it like wore down its nails. Or to see how a deer leg is like fit together. Like all of that, like it awakens something in our ancestral self that I think helps people out. And then there's other parts to it. Like some people will like open up and share things with me that I'm able to like assist them with, where they're able to like walk off with this pair of needle bone earrings that are going to help them take like high leaps and like gracefully land and keep bounding on, because that's how life is. Or or an herbal formula to like help calm them down and stop having circular thinking. So I think it's really important for me that people know that my work's not just this like trending thing of like, oh, I'm using like upcycled materials. Like I'm doing this because like this is what I came to do. Like as far out and esoterical as that might sound, like I know that I came to Earth to be a healer and to make things because it's what my hands do well. It's like how my spirit is able to like get out and sing into the world. And it's helpful somehow. And I do it with like a great appreciation of the things that I'm making. I do it with an appreciation of other humans. I do it with an appreciation of the water, the earth, the stars, like all of it. And a deep respect for it.